13 years ago, a fantastic and severely underrated game was released for the Nintendo DS. Coming from the Might and Magic franchise, this game is like chess on steroids with some of the most unique mechanics of any strategy game. It would later get an HD port to Xbox 360, PS3, and Steam. Its name is Clash of Heroes. My goal with this series is to create a simple explanation of all of its mechanics, as well as to spread knowledge of the game's existence and bring it to the spotlight where it belongs. This is How to Play Clash of Heroes. Like many games, you win in Clash of Heroes by hitting your opponent with attacks. These attacks are called formations. There are 3 states a unit can be in: idle, part of an offensive formation, or part of a wall formation. Idle units can be moved and deleted, but will be defeated instantly when hit by an opposing attack. Offensive formations cannot be moved or deleted, but they are full of essential capability. When their charge timer reaches 0, they attack the opponent's battlefield. The meter below their charge timer displays their power, which increases every turn until they launch. Wall formations are exclusively defensive. Like offensive formations, they cannot be moved, but they can be deleted. Due to their defensive nature, wall formations also do not have a timer. All units come in 3 different colors, which is what defines how they interact with each other. To create a formation, you need to be sure to use the same color for every unit involved. Units come in 3 types, with varying amounts of power and abundance. First, you have your core units. These guys are your most important tool in any game of Clash of Heroes. Your supply of core units is bounded only by your reinforcement counter and is otherwise unrestricted. They are generally your fastest formations, so keeping them going is essential to keeping your opponent pressured. To create a core formation, you need to create a vertical 3 in a row of core units, again ensuring they are all the same color. Second, you have elite units. They take up a 2x1 space, which is double that of a core unit. Unlike core units, elite units come in a limited supply. If you successfully launch an elite, it stays in your reinforcement pool. But if all of them are defeated while idle or charging, then you will no longer have access to them, so try and keep them alive. Elites tend to have more novel abilities than core units and are typically very useful tools. You create an elite formation by placing 2 core units directly behind the elite unit. Finally, there are champion units. They take up a 2x2 space, which is double that of an elite. These are almost always your heaviest hitters, but that's not without a price. Like elite units, champions are also limited. It takes a 2x2 of core units to charge a champion. While champions are very time-consuming both to charge and to launch, their abilities and strength can quickly turn the tide of a battle. There is one more formation of sorts you can make: walls. These are the go-to defensive tool. A wall is created by making a horizontal line of 3 or more matching core units. Upon being made, walls have half of their maximum strength. If you create a second wall formation behind them, they will combine, increasing their strength. These walls provide significant defensive capability, but they tie up core unit resources that otherwise could be used for offense, and they take up valuable space on the battlefield that is needed to assemble elites and champions. Upon creation, every formation will move to be in front of any idle units, and walls will move to be in the very front of your battlefield, ahead of both idle units and charging formations. All units, core, elite, champion, and even walls, will vary in some degree depending on which faction you're using. In fact, these factions are where the most interesting aspect of Clash of Heroes comes into play. The ability to express and build around your preferred playstyle is almost unmatched. The elves are perfect for beginners, with the fastest core units in the game and walls that regenerate at the beginning of every turn. The Griffin Empire is well suited for a more defensive playstyle with their sturdy elites and the strongest walls in the game. Next episode will cover the more advanced techniques of linking, fusing, and chaining.